Years old Adejuwon Oyekon, a Nigerian based in the United Kingdom, is due to be sentenced and he will be spending a long time in jail for his action. Some people have said that this young man's situation could have been avoided if mom had worked together with uh, with with the family members to try prevent the situation. Sadly, this brother is going to have time to reflect on his action while he spent time in jail. Good afternoon. Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. May the Almighty Allah gives you the strength to go through this fasting and accept your sacrifices that you make. My name is Francis. On this channel, we share the latest update about the lived experiences of immigrants. We also talk about legal migration. If you want to stay up to date about what is going on among the immigrants community, this is your place to be. Our brother, who is 32 years old, Adejuwa Oyekon, is going to be sentenced in the next coming days for his action. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from this young man's cases. Let me know in the comment section whether you have any sympathy for this man. Sadly, this young man's action has contributed in the family, making family are in pain and in grief today because of this brother's action. The young man has a history of being involved in substance. He has previous conviction for arrest with the intent to supply Class A drug. He was arrested, and this man has had ongoing problems with the law. He lives with, at the time he was living with his mother, who was in a relationship. She remarried. The mom and the stepfather, they report having that they have had disagreement in the past. I'm sure a lot of people in reconstructed relationship will understand this, where the man comes into the home, the woman's already have a child before, and the man at times might have differences of opinion with respect to how the child or the children should be raised. It's a very, very sensitive issue that in a lot of reconstructed relationship, things like that tend to lead to disagreement or, in worst case situation, breakup, where the woman will feel that the man is overstepping his boundaries. He's trying to control her son or her children, playing the role of a father. It's a very, very sensitive areas that a lot of people in reconstruction relationship, they struggle with. Sadly, as we are speaking today, this man's action has contributed in this family. They are grieving today. They will not be able to see their beloved father, grandfather, uncle, and brother because of this man's action. Let me know in the comment section what your views are. 32 years old man who was still, some people will say, mommy's boy. Some people said he was spoiled by over pampering of his mom, who always wanted to be there for the son, but at the same time not realizing that when your son becomes a man, it's good for you to take a step back and let him go into the world. He doesn't need to be living with you at the age of 30 something. When he's an adult, he should be thinking about his own family. Some have said that that contributed to the action of our brother Adejuwa. This man came back from holiday in Spain. The family noticed that as soon as our brother came back from holiday, he was high. He was displaying behaviors that the family described as strange behaviors. He became erratic. easily offended, unpredictable. And the stepfather, who had concerns before, just like the mom, the stepfather on this occasion was said to have intervened, and they had a disagreement. And the next thing our brother Adejuwon did was to started attacking the stepfather. He was attacking the stepfather with a knife, according to the report. Please, if you know anyone who is in a reconstructed relationship, a relationship where the man or the woman had children or a child before, kindly share this video with them. There are valuable lessons that we can all learn from this video. And don't forget to show appreciation by supporting our channel, by giving this video a like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. This stepfather, it started as a joke, disagreement, and before you know it, it led to this young man picking up a knife, and he started attacking the stepfather. The stepfather was shocked, and the mother realized that things were getting out of hand. She immediately called the police. The police arrived on the scene. They saw this stepfather was covered in blood. They used taser. For those watching me, like my sister Gwendolyn in America, police in England, they do not carry guns. They only respond with firearm where there is a threat of life and they know that somebody is carrying firearm. So the police that went to the scene on this day, they didn't have firearm, but as soon as they realized that what they were witnessing, it's a life and death situation, and this stepfather was covered in blood, the police started using taser to taser this man. They tasered this man. The man did not respond. They had to call for firearm unit. By the time the firearm unit eventually arrived on the scene, sadly, the injury that the stepfather sustained was so serious that by the time he was eventually saved and the police took him to the emergency services, took him to the hospital, the stepfather, Mr. Thompson, sadly, who is only 59 years old, died on the scene. He died in hospital by the time they got there. This young man was arrested, and he was due to start facing trial in March, 31st of March this month, and he later plead guilty and to manslaughter. The Crime Prosecution Services, they made a case to him to say, look, we do not have evidence that this was a premeditated killing, but however, we believe that because there's no evidence that you actually plan to kill this man, we will then charge you for a lesser charge, which is manslaughter. And this brother said, okay, I'll take the option of manslaughter, and he accepted manslaughter, and he was due to be sentenced today. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from this situation. Again, this young man, if there was an initially early intervention, especially from the mom and stepfather, maybe this brother could have been saved. Sadly, his action has resulted in the senseless killing of a man who is 59 years old, who, unfortunately, the family, they're not going to see this gentleman again. Let me know what your views are in the comment section, whether you have any sympathy for our brother, Mr. Oyekon, or you think that you do not have any sympathy, you believe that he deserves to spend a long time in jail. Don't forget to give this video a like. I want to know what your views are. Sadly, unfortunately, Mr. Thompson has gone to rest because of this man's action.